Ironwood Games. This is Andrew, and welcome back to our quick draft, Neon Dynasty. If you watched our draft, you saw us. We built this red-white deck. We're splashing black for Hidetsugo, just one card. We've got 2 wins, 1 loss, so we're going to jump in to another game here. Looks like we found ourselves an opponent. This is a little heavy in lands. Neither one of these cards something we want to be doing early. Nor this. We're going to send it back. Alright, we're going to keep this. Probably going to get rid of... Well, we may not get rid of Volt Surge. It does let us get rid of something. We'll get rid of a Plains. And we just need to draw a 3rd land at some point. So we'll play out the mountain so we can Volt Surge our opponent's 2-drop. Otherwise, that's the only option we have, and then we'll play Plains. Oh, perfect. And that is definitely... Sacrifice an artifact. That is definitely something beautiful to get rid of. Here the question is, do we play the Exemplar because it attacks for 3 on the next turn? I think we do. I mean, obviously we did. Because again it attacks for 3, we don't need to draw into that other land. If we hadn't drawn a land, perhaps we would play that Spirited Companion to draw into another land. Blue-black. Opponent likely has some ninjutsu pieces. Ooh, that's fun. So if we play out the Subduer, yeah, I think we do that. We play out the Subduer. We attack with just the 1. We tap down our opponent's creature, we get in for 3, and then we can trade here to keep our opponent from drawing Doshintai of Cruelty. Interesting. And or what likely happens, and we saw there, is that they don't attack because they don't want that trade, and we're doing okay. Now the question is, if we attack here, I think we tap down the Death Touch. They could pay to get rid of the Exemplar. So one thing we'd like to be able to do is eventually steal their Acquisition Octopus and sack it here. So because of that, I think we attack. Again, they either take 4 or they have to put this octopus up here. I don't want to risk losing this before I can get it off, and I need at least 1 more land to Shattered States, and we need 2 to be able to Shattered States and sack whatever we steal. Ooh, Scrap Welder is fun. Alright, so we're seeing a hand that kind of has the pieces that we tried to build around here, so let's see what happens. The Ghost Shentai can definitely take out an Exemplar or our Spirited Companion. The Spirited Companion we don't care about. The Exemplar kind of sucks to lose, but... So hopefully if we draw a land, we will play Scrapyard Steelbreaker, leaving one up. Although... Yeah, that's just a free kill spell, so... we don't have an artifact to return. We didn't draw the land. So I think we still play out our 4-drop. Here, I think, offer this trade. Our opponent's at 10. We would like another land. Yeah, kill off my Spirited Companion. That's fine. That's really good. Okay. We're gonna play our own Ghost Shentai. The question is, how much damage can our opponent afford to take? And I don't know that it's a ton more if they're not playing anything else out. So we might as well get in for all the damage we can. I don't mind trading this off for something. I likely do not block the Ghost Shentai because I need this Steelbreaker. However, it's uncertain. Here's the other issue is it's also likely they have an ninjutsu. So we'll let them ninjutsu something out off the Ghost Shentai. This way they don't get to draw the card. That's fine. Get to make a copy and draw a card. That's fine. It's cutesy. Sure. Kill off our creature. That's fine. Okay, that's kind of fun. So what we're gonna do... is we're going to attack for 4. It doesn't matter what we put down. Or, I'm sorry, for 3. Put them to 4. When we put the counter on next turn, that's lethal. Plus, we got this guy, and we're going to make a spirit. So, our opponent not looking so great. Can put down the shrine to get rid of our spirit, but that's 5 mana to kill off a spirit. We still have a very lethal looking board. And I don't mind spending, you know, just making a spirit for him to kill a spirit every turn. Opponent doesn't have much. It looks like they tried to draw an extra card. Yeah, get a free kill. And the reason I think is, so what we do is we we blow this up. Put a counter here. And then I think we all attack. Our opponent had nothing. And so we got that. Okay. I'm going to go back on there. I don't know if all attack is the best play. I hadn't thought it out. So I'm thinking all attack. We don't get the tap trigger. But they've got a 1/1, which blocks something and gets eaten. They've got a 2/2 Death Touch, which whatever it trades with something. So then they take 3 damage. Or you block here and you block here and you take 2 damage. They go to 2. They've lost their board. We haven't drawn another land. I don't know that that's lethal. The other option that we would have had is and I still don't know on that, but the other option would be attack with Imperial Subduer alone, tap down their Death Toucher, attack for 3, put them at 1, or they trade here. I think that's worse than forcing the trades. Or we put the counter here. I think because we decided to put the counter here, which did make sense because then it trades with the Death Toucher, attacking with everything makes more sense. The other option would have been to put the counter from our Explosive Entry onto the Imperial Subduer, attack alone here, tap down, and now 4 is lethal. You have to trade your 1000 Face Shadow with it, and now, but you still have the Death Touch creature, so they still have a board. I think this was the better play. They've got 2 mana open, possible to have a bounce or something. Attacking with 1 creature into a bounce seems much worse than attacking with 3 creatures, which all either take out all of your opponents. Nothing. There's no good blocks, even removing. So I think that was going to be correct to attack with everything. What we did, and even if our opponent had something, it would have put us in a better spot. All right, let's go on. We got 3 wins, 1 loss. So we'll go to game 5 and see what we can do here. Hotobird. Hotobird. I don't really love this, but the Paper Decoy can suit up the Dragon Suit. We have the 3. I think we keep it. If we really need to draw a land, we can get into planes, but we have double planes. So I don't... Ooh, now we have triple planes. This could get out of hand. This turn 1 Generous Visitor into like a Saga deck and stuff can be really bad, potentially for us. If this gets a counter, we will take the trade if they offer it. If it doesn't, we won't take the trade because we can't sack it. You know, we can't pay to draw off of it yet. Now that our opponent has two 1/1s that grow quickly, I think we play Dragonfly Suit. We don't attack because we can't afford it. And now we can crew up to block. So they don't have good attacks, even if they grow. Well, if they grow, they can trade it, sure. And this is where we say they play those sagas. Resolve. Now they could... Okay, put them on the same one. Yeah, so likely they'll give my creature -1/-1, but... Yeah, so we'll crew in response. Unfortunately, can't pay. Which is fine. Here, this thing is gonna suck. See what they're gonna do. This is just not looking like a good... I mean, this Generous Visitor into this guy is okay. He'll give something +2/+2 or gain 2 life. Don't have anything to destroy with that. That doesn't do anything. So the question is, we play the Lifelinker, we could go Shentai, we play the Shrine. Next. His turn. I think we pay. There's no reason not to just take the free payment. And here, I think they give their creature +2/+2 and attack for 4. They could gain 2 life, which means if they do that, I think they're going for a longer game plan. Here, I think, yeah, they just swing for 4. Yikes. Alright. Yeah, this is gonna turn really ugly real quick. I think we have to crew. Because it... Right, it can't block. So I think we have to crew. If it could block, we would just get rid of it. And just prevent some damage here. Slowly kill us. Everything's gonna slowly kill us here that our opponent has. Yeah, that's fine. We can play our Vigilance. Samurai, which at least... offers a trade. Unfortunately, an enchantment gets this as to a 4/4, and we can only trade. This could make it a 5/5. We are going to attack because that's going to slowly kill us. We don't just attack with it, so we might as well send it in, be very aggressive, and if it dies off, it dies off. Opponent, I was going to say, not really stuck on mana, a little light, but this 2/3 is good. Let's see what they've got. I think we can still navigate our way out of this, depending on what we draw. Getting another enchantment seems good. Okay. Turning their creature. Yeah, and attacking with the 5/5 also seems like the smart to do there. Unfortunately, this isn't doing much for us. And as long as our opponent keeps getting... let's attack with everything. This vigilance does help us. However, we're pretty dead. Gonna decline to pay it. To our opponent's board here. We just don't have a good situation. This is 9 if we let it through. So if we jump here like this, we can eat this guy. Game 2, go to 10. Lose 6, go to 4. Yeah, I think that's our best option. Let's see what our opponent has. If they've got a flash enchantment, then they can force a trade here. Ninjutsu something in. Seems good. Unfortunately, not quite enough, so our opponent had a good start. Got their enchantments they needed. And got us there on that. Alright. Let's jump back in here. We can do it. It was a solid deck from our opponent. From what we saw, Goshintai of Shared Purpose is interesting. 1, 2, 3, 4. This has potential to be a strong start. We'll send out the reinforced Nonins. Reinforced Nonin. Start chipping in for some damage. Depending on what our opponent plays, we can either go into another Ronin, we can go Hover Bike. I suppose we could have Experimental Synthesizer to see if we got a land, but I don't mind holding on to that for a while. That'll come back. Now on our next turn we can Hover Bike to tap something down and Ronin again. See, okay, we've got green, blue. Figure out, assuming our opponent has something at this point. Haven't played anything. I think the answer is just Ronin still. Thinking they've got a counter or a draw or something. And if not, we just still keep chipping in for the damage. We will Hover Bike on our opponent's turn. No matter what, I think at this point we'll Hover Bike. Likely they play on it. They make a 4/4. So put this in. You tap down their creature. And I think the Ronin in. Attack with the Ronin. It'll be a 3. Play out a land for our turn. I guess we didn't play out a land, and we could have also go Shintide or something else, but we don't need to. All right. Then we'll pass. Here, I don't mind taking 4. We'll see again what they kind of have. I can trade. The Imperial Recovery unit will get this guy back eventually. Yeah, that's pretty good. I think I do crew and block. I don't mind the jump. Save a little bit of damage. This eventually I can get back here, depending on what we've got. Now it feels a little bit like synthesizer. Take a look at what that is. Sure. Golden Tailed Disciple is a 3-drop. Sounds like a good one. We won't attack because I can double block. And get something. If we hadn't, if we'd drawn a 4 or a 5 and we weren't able to play this, we could always sacrifice the synthesizer. The Unspeakable is a really good card. Looks like we are taking 7 here. That's fine. We can go Ronin for 2. I think at this point we want to get our opponent as low as possible, because we're gonna kind of go wide. I do get the buff there. This puts him, our opponent, them to 8. We have 2, 4, 6, 8. Here, I think we do just activate this. Yeah, about that. Being lost. That's a good opportunity for our opponent here. If they attack out, we take it. And again, we have lethal on board. We've got to figure out how to get through all of this. Okay, so they decided not to. I think because we want to go wide with this Ikanjo Uprising. they're, I think, happy to wait until they get this guy going. So I think because we want to go wide, we play Goshentai. And we just start building up an army here. Next turn, if nothing else changes, we have this guy. He's annoying, but I think we have decent blocks now. Unless my opponent gets another Behold the Unspeakable to blink us all, we've got blocks that can trade. So in our 5 mana, we play this out for 3, and then we spend 4 or 5 to do the pieces. This Goshentai, again, puts our opponent down to lethal pretty quickly. Ooh, of course, without our opponent having any blockers, what do they have? So this couldn't attack this turn, because we could try and steal it if they have a counterspell or something. That's kind of bad for us. I think we force them to have the counterspell. Yeah, okay, perfect. That's fine. It uses up a card, but it wasn't a counterspell. Now the question is, do we have any good attacks? No. We can't pay. Yeah, we were going to say unless things changed, you know, we were going to do that, but things changed when we drew this that let us potentially threaten them with their own flyer. They'll draw a card, it goes back up to 5. I still think we have good blocks, because playing something out brings that down. They want to keep cards in hand. So this is a good trigger next turn. They have to be cautious because of this trigger. We can potentially kill them. Oh yeah, perfect. Put some counters on it. Yeah, attack, please do. Because all we have to do is put them down to 2. Alright. So what does that do? Menace and haste. I could get 1, 2, 3, 4. My opponent gets 3. But do I have a way to then... The problem is these flyers. So if they've got 3 blockers, if I attack with everything, except for the Goshentai, they block 1, 2, they take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They have 3 blockers. So they take 1, 2, 3, 4. So I think I just attack with this guy. That's perfect. And then we play our Goshentai. Unfortunately, I'm thinking now, I just realized because I'm stupid. We might have to gain the 2 life. as opposed to doing these, because they draw a card, this goes to 7, and I'm dead. So we're going to channel to gain the 2 life, which means, unfortunately, we're going to have to decline all of these things. And I shouldn't have played the Reinforced Ronin, and we will pass. Alright. The math did not make sense there for us. Pass to blockers. I don't want to pass the damage. I want to channel. The land doesn't matter. Gaining 2 life matters. This is still going to kill us. We don't have really a way to deal with flyers. But again, the hope is this has haste. That we attack all out. Sure. They go to 12. We have 2 blockers. We're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think we have to a Ganjo. For them, Observer. So the question is, they get X -1. They can't block all the things. That's 4, 5, 6, 7. So we could make 5. Which have menace. Do we just make more of them? Yeah, there are 2 2s. That's better than this thing. I think so. I want it to be 5. I auto-pay. And then I all-attack and let my opponent do the math. Math is for blockers. With 5 Menace Samurais, that's the hope, is that that's 10 damage. And then I just need to get another 2 through. I honestly don't know. This may not be enough for lethal. Since they have all the blockers. Because I think as it stands, it's 11. But I don't think we win if we don't put all of those samurais on the board. I guess there's the argument for... Yeah, I don't know that it matters on this one. And we don't have enough to pay for it, and I think we're dead. But again, I think that was the best chance. I really don't know. If we had done the Ronin, they would have had 1 less blocker. We would have only had 4 menace. On that. I don't know. We'll have to go and look at the math on that. We could have done... that. Yeah, I don't know that I like that that red-white card as a finisher. I don't know that it's that good. If they got half as many, maybe. you have to be really, really wide to make that, I think, a finishing card that's good. So I'm glad we got to put it out there and we tried it. And I think the answer is no, it's not good. Giving your opponents that many blockers. It was close. If we had somehow managed, or our opponent hadn't gained the 2 life, if we had somehow managed to do a little bit more damage, which we probably could have the turn before if we hadn't messed it all up, and we probably had a way to win that, and we punted it a little bit, but that was interesting. I don't think that red-white card is a good card. Not worth it for the rare. The Aganjo Uprising. Most of the samurai and those pieces want to, the samurai type things want to attack alone, and so it just doesn't fit in with what it wants to do. So overall, I would say this card, probably not good. Not worth building around and trying to do that. Because I think we had a scenario in which it was probably at its best. Being able to put out a lot of things, be wide enough already to eat up all their blockers, and it still just wasn't able to get enough through. Making, like, one more, like, I don't know, you have to be going really late and wide and trying to control the board for it to be good. I'm just trying to think of scenarios where it might be good, and maybe if you have enough shrines and you can sit behind the shrines and really ping them down, but then you're already winning from sitting behind the shrines. So I don't know. Let me know what you think. Thanks for watching. So there we went. Was that 3-3? Lost the last 2 on that one. But as always, let me know what you think. If you haven't yet, subscribe to the channel. Let me. That way you get to see all the videos. We'll keep making them. And you guys, until next time. See ya.